Hey everybody, I posted a photograph a little while ago that popped up in my feed, and I am so thankful for social media and the way that it reminds us of our testimonies, because usually around this time of the year I wouldn't have needed a reminder that it was July 8th and then July 9th. I would have remembered that those were trajectory changing dates in my life. But this year, they kind of flew by me, distracted, doing other things, etc., and so on. So when the photograph popped up and I could see the picture of me in a studio, and I'll say it was ABC World News Tonight, and I saw the caption that I had placed on there, which was basically something like, never when I woke up that morning would I have realized where I would be by 6:30 p.m. Only God. And that's the part that I want to come to you with today. Don't worry about how it's going to get done, because outcomes belong to God. 4 years ago, around about this time, through a series of circumstances that you will have to buy my book to know in full, I ended up from a morning doing a Roland Martin Show News One Now to an evening doing World News Tonight. And the series of events that happen in the span of less than 8 hours were boggling to my mind at the time. If anybody had asked me how God was going to do it, I wouldn't have had a clue. He had told me, I'm going to make your name great. He had promised me he would bring me before great men. Did I know that in the span of a few hours I would go from relative obscurity to notoriety? Had no clue. But that's what I want you to know. Don't give up. You're almost there. If you have been working faithfully, if you have been preparing, if you have sacrificed, if you are toiling, if you are learning your craft, don't get yourself frustrated. Now, if Roland Martin, who's one of my mentors, is listening to this right now, he'll tell you, yeah, but she used to get a little frustrated, and he wouldn't be lying at all. In fact, 4 years ago and 6 months, 6 months and a few days, I called Roland because he mentors me. He's assisted me in learning this TV biz and how to perfect my craft. And he's someone who I've known a long time. So I listened to him, and I was supremely frustrated. It was like around about the first week of January, and I do things at the beginning of the year, setting my year. This is where I think I should be. These are what my plans are. This is where I want to go. And all I could see then was, I'm not far enough. I'm not far enough. I'm not far enough. And I called him, blah, 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 blah. And typical Roland Martin fashion, are you finished? And I said, well, no, because what I want to know is this. I have this person who's willing to do this for me, and I have this person who's willing to do that for me, and I think I should hire this, and I think I should hire that. And he's like, how much is that going to cost? And I'm like, and I told him, no secrets, no shame to my game. And he's like, girl, that's a mortgage. And I'm like, you're right, it is. And he said to me, wait 6 months. Now, at the point I was then, 6 months seemed like asking for somebody to wait from here to eternity. I was like, 6 months, but I see this one, and I see that one, and I see this, and I see that, and I should have this now. I can do that. Heck, I can do it better. I'm just being honest with y'all. And he said, okay, but you're working, you're gaining exposure, you're doing all the right things, you're getting good advice. Stay the course, wait 6 months, and if you don't get the breaks that you think you should have, or you don't get a break that matters, come back and we'll talk about it again. So, January, February, March, April, May, June, 4 years ago, 2015, And on July 2nd, I got a call. First time on CNN, Situation Room. 6 months and 2 days. God answered, and of course Roland Martin was looking at me and saying, am I not always right? But then 5 days later, I got some calls that changed the trajectory of my life, changed the course of my life, changed the way that I view life, changed everything. And it wasn't anything that I was looking for. It wasn't anything that I was applying for. It wasn't any call that I had made. I got found ready. I got found doing what I would have done and was doing for free. I got found sharing principled viewpoints that it had taken me a lifetime to build and to hone. So that's what I'm saying to you. If you feel like you're on the backside of the mountain, don't give up, Moses. Front Street is coming. If you feel like you're living in the valley, know that you can be exalted in the twinkle of an eye. God can change it on a dime. And I wouldn't come here and tell you this if I hadn't seen him do it for myself. I'm a witness. You never know, any morning, any afternoon, any evening, what God has in store for you. There are people speaking your name in rooms right now that you know nothing about. Believe in yourself. Like I told you yesterday, know who you are. Stay the course. And I assure you that in a time frame that you cannot even imagine, everything that you expect may not happen, but everything bigger and better, the plan of God, that surely will come to pass. Okay. I hope y'all believe me. I encouraged myself. I hope I encouraged somebody else along the way. Talk to you soon. Bye.